Hello and welcome to Coding Tips number 1. So this is the first episode in Coding Tips, and what we're going to be talking about is just streamlining your code to where whenever you get input from something, you don't have to worry about capitalization and just trying to conform to all the possible strings. So, first of all, I'm just going to give an example of like the situation, and then I'll just point out some ways that we can make this code easier and better to understand. So I'm just going to minimize the text right here and make it big enough to where you can see it. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so this example is in Python, but this can be applied in any language. So say we have a variable called name and it is input from a user. And we want to say if name, or we say lang, if lang equals e or name, or wait, we gotta change this to lang equals e or lang equals English, or lang forgot equals capital English. And then we could just keep on going with all the letters. If like this letter's capitalized but this one's not, and just all mixed up, it get confusing. So we're just gonna say that that's like the minimal amount of trying to conform to every single string being the same. Then we want to print out then we want to print out English Alright, so that's an if statement. So that's our if statement. So we're going to call this a PL.py. Alright. Alright, so this is a lot of work just to try and conform to every string that could possibly be entered. So this can do the job well. Let me just go ahead and run this. It'll ask for this, and I'll type in E. So then it'll do this, and then I'll do it again, and I'll type in capital E, and it'll do the same thing. If I run this again, and I type in English, I will do that. And then if I do this, if I run that again, and then type in capital English, it does the same thing. So instead of me having to write all of these ORs, all these OR statements, I could just write one OR statement instead of all, or two OR statements instead of all these. So the way I can do that is I can take the variable and put it in lowercase. and just redo that variable to where it's that variable, but it's lowercase. So you can search up on Stack Overflow how to lowercase a string in whatever language you want to use, but this is how you do it in Python. So then all I have to do is take this and then just type in English. So now I can do this, and I can type in E, capital E, it'll still do that. I can type in just normal E, it'll still do what I wanted it to. And then can type this in, and it will do exactly what I want it to, because I lowercased it to just take the whole string and just turn it back to lowercase, so it can be relevant to anything. So no matter what they enter, capitalize, if the G and the I are capitalized, or it's all crazy, it doesn't matter. It can still just lowercase it to where the variable will either be E or English, no caps. So it's just an easier way to go through trying to find out and do if statements to assign to a string. So I hope this kind of helps, and I hope you could understand me. So I'll be back with a new coding tip soon.